Welcome back, all my right thinkers. It's your boy, Pfunk, thinking right in my YouTube classroom. I'm doing what I do for you. You know the deal. Today, Wright 25 rules to live by. Storyteller, story with a message in the story. I'm gonna finish up on my interaction of the gods, Neteru interactionships. Okay, interrelationships. Excuse me. But we finished off at in ancient times. The spirit that we call God was known as Haru, Son of God. That concept, first of all, Son of God is man. God's our creator. Conceptually. Again, when they tell you Jesus Christ sits at the right hand of the Father, ancient times, at judgment, when your heart get weighed against the feather of Ma'at, if you pass, Anubis, which is also the Son of God. Okay, I got a story for that one too, but this is for the lesson to just get across or interact in the relationship between the Neteru. And Anubis fits in there because he got a role to play. He wants to make sure the balance of the scale is right. He giving you fair play. He's the justice man for the dead. Okay, Ma'at is justice now. The scale of Ma'at, the feather is Ma'at's feathers. The ostrich feather is a calling card. Your heart at Judgment Day, if you live right thinking lifestyle, the Ma'at lifestyle, Shi'at Neta lifestyle, a good Christian lifestyle, a good Islamic lifestyle, a good Hebrew or Jewish lifestyle, you will be rewarded at Judgment Day because your heart is pure and will be light as a feather. A lot of people say, how come my heart is a concept? Remember, I'm giving you personality concepts and character perspectives that they taught so that you can achieve that state consciously through good works. It don't make a difference what degree you have. It don't make a difference how much education you, all that's irrelevant. Treating people right, living right, doing the right thing, those are things that will get you your heart light as a feather. Doing things for people without a hidden agenda, being just a nice person, that purifies the heart. I'm real spiritual. Oh, I get goosebumps if I interact with somebody and they touch me. I get goosebumps. I ain't got a problem with that. That lets me know that my spirit has been touched by another spirit. If that person who has the spirit that touched mine don't know it, that's not my fault. I know it. They may not know it. But if they know it, that means we had a connection, the godly connection. This is the brotherhood and the sisterhood of man and creation. We're all brothers and sisters. They showed you that the Osiris married his sister. Set married his sister. Shu married his sister. Tough nut. Gab married his sister. Nu. Companionship. The yin and the yang, the opposite. This is why nature tells you. I don't want to get involved in this thing about homosexuality, but nature shows that there's no place in nature for homosexual activity. Why? You can't breed life. The way that males and females interact is to generate life. And have fun, enjoy. Okay, we done corrupted that, but that's not the point. Sexual encounter between male and female is to create offspring. That's it. I'm gonna leave that one there. So don't tell me two men or two women cannot create life. So moving right along, I ain't got time to beat that horse. We've been there, done that. But my point is, conceptually, we all are childs of God. But at Judgment Day, it plays a big role. Why? Because now the proof's in the pudding. Ain't no whole bunch of you. No. You don't get to talk. At Judgment Day, you're being judged. All they want to know is the contents of your heart. Mama, son, and brothers. I learned 30 years ago that they believe the heart is the birthplace, the truth of man. Okay, I ain't gonna problem with that. As I studied and I learned, I know where they get it from. See, remember, I'm an origin man. If you tell me something, I want to know where you got it from, who gave it to you, and what's the purpose and the point. Yeah, I'm very inquisitive. Why? That's what I do. Okay? I'll question authority. I'll question information. I'm not dumb, so you can't just tell me anything. So I respect the people who do what they do because I'm going to follow your lead by understanding that you do know what you're doing. If I'm going to follow you, you're going to be a good leader. Why? I know the difference between good and bad. Pretty much I know my way around. So if I'm choosing to follow your concept and your viewpoint, that means the rhetoric and everything that you're putting down better be on point. Mine is. That's the whole point. So I don't indulge in what other people do. I don't concern myself with how and what other people do. I do what I do for you, for a purpose and a reason. That's all. To let others know that if you think what I'm doing is so great, so good, just do it yourself. That's what I do every day. No days off. Come on, man. I'm sorry. Whoa, I just I just went way out the beaten path. All right, I'm sorry. Let's get back to the lesson. Now, this divinity, Heru, the spirit was called Neteru, or which means the house of Heru, meaning God lives in his house. This is his house. The world, the earth, time, and space is his house. Conceptually. Gotta keep saying that. All right, now watch this. Now, in a different part of the country, now this divinity, Heru, which is personality, at the time, he was the child of Sekhmet and Ptah. Excuse me. Ptah was his father. Instead of it being Osiris, Isis, and Heru, you got Ptah, Sekhmet, and Nefertim. Means the same thing. The child of God, which is Ptah, is his son again. So it don't change. The names change. The concept don't change. That's what I'm saying. You can change the name, but it's still going to be what it's going to be. All right? The Trinity. Man, woman, offspring. Now, the mold was broke when Akhenaten had girls. He didn't care. He still did what he did, praising to God, worship. He changed the God to Atun. He didn't have the aspects of God. He wanted to use Atun as God, which would make my sense to me, because if you understand the aspect of the sun, that's just God's eye. You got Tahuti, which is the brain. You got Heru, which is also the spirit, female aspect of the spirit. So I don't subscribe to that. Okay, the name Ra means the sun. We call it the sun, but they called it Ra. It ain't changed. Some people respected it, understood it. Some people worshiped it. The heathens and the pagans worshipped it. Why? Because they thought it was all. Well, we understood that. And the concept of Christ, trust me, the sun was worshipped by the followers. When the sun went as far south as it's going to go on December 21st, when it stopped the movement going south, it dies concessionally. And for 3 days, it rests there. And on the fourth day, third day, it rises back up. Get the concept? I'll leave that there. And this divinity, again, Neteru, Nefertim, is also come from the noon. Let's break down the noon a little bit. Let me get understanding about the noon. The noon is primeval water, the abyss. Every religious group has a creation story. Okay? Again, the origin of that story, from here, watch this. The noon, or the primeval substratum from which all matter is composed. Ra came out of the noon. The noon was there before anything else. Atun came out of the noon. The noon was there before anything else. The noon was just waiting for possibilities. It's limitless possibilities in the noon, meaning God has an unlimited resource of what he can manifest conceptually. All right? Now, everything is composed from the noon. All the various divinities, all the gods, all the material universe are composed from the primeval substratum, which is the noon, the abyss. You know, the earth is 3/4 water. You can't get around it. I tell you, we know that tough nut is moist air, precipitation. Shoe, dry air. Okay? Understand that. But you have to understand, when we're doing this, these are all aspects and concepts of your personality that you can acquire. We put them in human form so you can study them, learn them. I'm not answering my phone right now. I'm busy. I didn't turn it down, my bad. But now, Neter is actually, the guy's actually androgynous. That means neither male or female. Okay? Not hermaphrodite, not with two sexes, no. Just neither male or female. The spirit, in essence, don't have a body, so it can't be male or female. We give it the male and female aspect so we can study it, Watch this. The Neteru is actually androgynous, and Heru, the spirit, is also related as a male aspect of that androgyny. However, the androgynous aspect of the noon gives rise to the solar principle. You see in the boat of Ra, on the gods, he's lifting them up. That's the noon hand you see lifting the boat up of 1,000,000 years. The barge that Ra travels in, and he has his boys, okay, all his aspects. Why? Because when he traveled in the underworld and do-wop, he got some issues. That's another story. But yeah, that's the purpose of it, conceptually. When he go across the daytime, he's on his own. In the morning, the sunrise, he kept the scarab-haired god. Okay? He's that coming up across the horizon of the east, over top of the pyramids, coming up. You see me on my show, I'm sitting between the pyramids. That's me rising, okay? Intellect, knowledge, light, giving it. Just giving it to anybody who tune in. You're going to get rightism. You're going to get right thinking. That's all. I'm not running around. No, I'm going to be right here doing what I do for you as usual. But remember, it's all based on understanding and conceptualizing what the Spirit of God is and how it operates through man. Conceptually, personality, all that's involved. You got to understand, all the major divinities were assigned to a particular city. So in one city, New York would have one god, Jersey have another god, Philly have another god. That's how it went. Okay, so the names changed, but the gods were the same thing. Okay, back then the priests and the priestesses of the temples were in charge of seeing to the welfare of the people and the district, as well as maintaining the traditions and disciplines of that tradition based on their place of residence where they were at that particular time. I appreciate you. I'll be back.